I welcome you all and each one of you back after quite a long break. I did play around with the settings a bit, yet it seems that something is hard bottlenecking my whole setup a bit. I managed to squeeze out a few FPS, and we're now seeing the fourth round, Sinister Pride versus 5 Horsemen. So far, 5 Horsemen have giving huge ass slaps. Oh, I'm sorry, huge butt slaps to Sinister Pride, and this time 5 Horsemen seem to be on the winning streak. Sinister Pride did manage to get 1 point last round. Now they're on the attack on the west objective, and we're gonna see if they manage to take this objective. Yet again, what I did kinda see often enough was that Sinister Pride tends to really 3 to 4 people, one move, one alone. This seems to be yet again the case if we look at the map. We're 3 on the courtyard, 1 on Main Street, double building, and 1 in the far south alone. So we're gonna see if it actually managed to play out for them. And I'm really sorry if this does bother you too much. I hope the FPS are now working better. I'm gonna maybe forfeit any cast so far until I manage to find a solution which satisfies more than any other person myself, because this is not something I will represent the VRML right here, the VR Master League, and this is not how I want to represent you people playing. You want to crisp quality, you want the best of casting, you also want the FPS. You're a PC Master Race, that's why you're playing this game. You don't want to deal with this console peasant level of quality, and I understand that. That's not something I want to serve. So I'm gonna see what I do about this. So far we're gonna see that 3 of them are at courtyard. We're gonna visit them real quick. We're gonna say hi to Aunt March. Hello Aunt March, are you there? No, we are my children. I'm here. And I am in courtyard, and now I'm gonna push up and give you a real smooch. Very, very, very wet smooch on the cheek. That's what Aunt March is gonna do. Or she's gonna blast someone with the bullets. As at least was trying K-Nun, who has his name practically as a sort of pronunciation way behind his name. So Kanan, so double A is spelled like it's spoken like an EU, I guess. So Kanan the Barbar. Yeah, it seems that Sinister Pride is taking their time. Not something to be ashamed of. Sometimes you just need it. You have to make sure. We have 5 Horsemen and pretty like standard setup. Raz on this position, covering the whole of the east side street. Like he's watching down, and this is a pretty common position. And the 5 Horsemen are a team since like always and never. At least Trident, my love of my life, is actually the captain. So he's here since I think season 1. Didn't play for a while, and then started because, as he's writing himself, he's not good at quitting. He's even bad at quitting. Raz taking down Fester Taint, a character from our beloved Adams family, and we're gonna see if actually this Austin can take down Raz. Some fires coming at north, but no one is in particular danger except for Enigma, who takes down Ostentatious from the back there. Well done, Enigma. Sadly, this map doesn't have your. Oh, Dr. Sean takes down Flying Potatoes. Raz taking down Nullus. The kills are flying now. I have to make sure that I am actually getting into the game right now. The little. Oh wow, Raz getting taken. Takes down Kanan and secures the fourth and last round on this Bazaar map, which most of you didn't see, for the 5 Horsemen. You know, we're all lucky that at least my awesome intro got saved in time. So we're gonna see if this actually moves out. So we're gonna take the points, Bazaar, being 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! Against 1. Yay! Oh, I'm very sorry about this. How often can I say sorry? I mean, everybody knows I'm sorry. That's what I'm trying to say. So, we're gonna see which round is actually. Next map is chosen by the 5 Horsemen. I suspect it's gonna be Suburbia. It's not banned. It's a most played map for the 5 Horsemen with the most win chance. Actually, it's Quarantine. Quarantine could be. Yeah, I think Quarantine is even more of a chance. 67 win chance, definitely. Maybe Quarantine, yeah. And what comes in? It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Quarantine. Yes, this is a way of announcing I'm using a Müller Milch. So Müller is the most common surname in Germany, Müller, which means like farmer, and Milch, milk. So farmer's milk is a pretty huge brand in Germany. So you're learning something every day. And yeah, I'm using the little drinking bottle of milk, which is actually not milk, but a sort of milk with a different taste, like strawberry in that case, but it has chocolate and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm using this to announce maps now. And we're gonna see that actually it is Quarantine, as I at the second guess right. So we have on the attacking side actually Sinister Pride. So not just chosen by this is an interesting choice actually. Most teams, if the map gets picked against them, they choose the defending side, because defending is always easier than attacking, you know. And then they come around and take the attacking side on Quarantine. So we're gonna take a look real quick at the statistical analysis for Sinister Pride. Oh, I am so sorry. I switched up the teams actually, because I had my eyes on the ex-members, because Traden, interesting enough, is an ex-member of Sinister Pride and now the captain of the 5 Horsemen. So I did think this was the statistics for the Sinister Pride, but actually it was for the 5 Horsemen. Actually it was for Sinister Pride. So this is actually a choice for the Sinister 5, picked by the 5 Horsemen. I'm confused. The house team. Did the house team not pick the map but the side? Could this be? Could this be? Because they didn't tell me which who picks anything. They just told me about the maps, but they didn't tell me about the actual. Oh, get. Transition. Wah. I hope at least the map runs well. I'm not quite sure. This ruins everything. How does not playtesting does everything work fine? I have to playtest a little different, I guess. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so the second map is actually Bazaar. Not Bazaar, but Quarantine. My bad. Quarantine. So it seems that maybe Sinister Pride did pick a side on Bazaar, and then would Bazaar be a pick by 5 Horsemen, which doesn't make sense. It's 100% win rate played once only, in comparison to 38% win rate on Sinister Pride side. So they picked side. 5 Horsemen picked map, and now Sinister Pride picked map, it seems. And best statistical analysis says that this is actually a map pretty in their favor. 67% rounds win. And we have no data on quarantine for the 5 Horsemen. So this is a Sinister Pride map, and because I am a Sherlock Holmes, I did find out this is actually a pick by Sinister Pride and not 5 Horsemen. But you know, this happens if you don't get told anything. I don't get told anything whatsoever. And yeah, we're gonna look now at Sinister Pride in the attacking side. Let's move into the gameplay as the first round on map 2. It seems to run better. I did turn down the bitrate a bit. We're still looking at 1080p here. 30 FPS only. 60 is not doable. Sorry, I tried, but it's not doable. Tried around different encoders and all that stuff. All that sweet sugar. So far, no enemy contact. Nulfus does dance around a bit to make it harder to get hit. And we have the uplink at the ambulance. We should now see Raz is actually the first and maybe the first and the most dangerous encounter here. Switch to attacking side. Null first. On Flying Potato. Pushing up west side. Flying Potato could be actually a pick for Raz. Now he has to be careful. You like that when I go a little bit raspy? Raspy in here? You like that? No problem. Can do this all game. Nullus pushes up. Raz is scanning the area. Making ready. Nullus could be real toast real soon. And there he comes into sight. And Raz takes down Nullus with a few trained shots. The first of the Sinister goes down. Isn't that tasty when I talk like this? That's sexy. You like that eating people. You want to speak like this? Flying Potatoes. Pushing up on the right side. He's ready to be taken out. Or take out. They are trying to sneak with the tablet. That is a very interesting approach. Also, my saliva is producing like hell. I gotta taste it a bit, you know. You gotta taste the saliva. It was pretty disgusting. I'm very sorry. So we have 3 people actually pre-scanning this whole area. Flying Potato is trying to push up, but Dr. Sean's position is just too good. Will not be able to actually get on this. Sinister Pride did take their time last round. It seems they do take their time now. So we're gonna see if this actually works out. We have one on south wing. And no push up on the south side of the building. Oh! Flying Potatoes does see Dr. Sherman first and takes him out. The elbow. It's always the elbow. Box Toys revenging his teammate by killing Flying Tortoise. Actually, tortoise are the land equivalent to the turtles. They cannot swim, so if you watch a turtle or tortoise and you're not sure what it is, look at the feet. If they have little normal feet, like, I don't actually know the English term for them, then there are land equivalents. Kanan taking down Traden. Enigma taking down Ostentatious, who tried to revive his teammate, and taking down Foster Paint. Enigma reviving Raz on the corner there. We have now 3 people against 1. 1 is still survivable in the far south. Kanan being only one alive at the center burning building. So if they have like what looks like normal feet, you take them like what is normal, like normal tortoise feet. It's tortoise, and if it's a turtle, it has like little swimming things. You know, like Finding Nemo. It's like long, fin-like things. These are turtles, so these can swim. because I saw like saw like a little picture, like it's a really old meme, fun joke, whatever, where someone threw a tortoise in the water, thinking it was a turtle, and actually killed it. Really sad, actually, not funny, but you know, this is how I learned to distinguish these two. Enough turtle tortoise facts on my side. I am again off grid as always. You know, being on punked doesn't mean anything for me. Punked point. Okay, now I'm pushing up from the right side of the ambulance now. Box toys is maybe a little bit too eager. No, he's turning back. K9 pushing up slowly but steadily, and he's taken out by box toys. And I tell you, this nice job. Tortoise, is it actually tortoise, not box toy? Yeah, tortoise, and he's a box toy. Yeah, 5 Horsemen winning the first round versus Sinister Pride on the Sinister Pride map. So far, 5 Horsemen are proving to be a very hard enemy for the deal-loving Sinisters. Wait, 5 Horsemen are a hard enemy for the Sinisters. Yeah, where we go. There we go. Quarantine +1 for the 5 Horsemen. So far, 5 points for the 5 Horsemen. This is what we call epic. And yeah, we're doing our little emotes here alone, ourselves. So like we do. I don't need a voice filter. I just using real life things. Like if you want to say we repair a car, no problem. We're doing today's the bar in the car. What the freak is wrong with me? So yeah, awesome, isn't it? Okay, so far I have to kind of get in the game, so I focus. The technical difficulties completely threw me out. I had an awesome flow in the beginning. Was like talking about teams, talking about percentages, talking about how we're gonna play it, and then suddenly, poof! I'm busy fixing the freaking streamcast. 10 minutes and I'm completely off trails again. It's kind of happened to you. Focus, real quick. You're off the ledges there, and the background just vanished for a second. Oh no, it's back. It is back. We're back, and the next round is starting, and we're gonna see Sinister Pride has actually taken back their beloved map. They now have the defensive position, means they have a little advantage over the 5 Horsemen. We have in similar uplink on this next round, and it seems that we are gonna be able to see now if their defensive strategy is actually working out better against the 5 Horsemen, because 5 Horsemen did provide a pretty solid defense. We had, okay, let's phrase it different. The attack actually was not, to be honest, not that, you know, they only had one attack angle. They tried. Wow, nicely done by Nullus, taking out 2 people trading box toys. Now right up from the bat, Ostentatious taking out Dr. Sean from the south wing. So the attack from both teams on this side is pretty open. We're pretty open by the Sinister Pride, but luckily for Sinister last round, the 5 Horsemen did not push too much. But Sinister Pride is a little more open in their strategy to defend. Raz taking out Flippity, who pushed up, it seems, a little bit too much. Now only leaving 2 alive, and 1 revival will be in the Raiden train of Davin. Yeah, I did just say that. To be revived. Raz is speaking up, and it seems that Austin wants a little of the meat freed. I'm gonna try something real quick. You are now below me, so I can see the screen better. It is pretty weird to have your one eye covered by an object. So I'm gonna see if I can actually apply this pop filter really quick. You know, I'm doing everything in the stream. Cars doesn't work, I'm gonna fix it in the stream. Pop filter, you know, I'm gonna fix it in the stream. As Enigma takes down Nullus in the back there, securing his teammate away to come out of the misery. Raz taken out. reviving his Dr. Sean. I'm gonna see where the action is coming. K9 taking down Enigma. Now the 5 Horsemen are down to 2 versus 3. We have a pretty strong push on both sides. I hope I'm not blowing into the microphone too strong. I have 2 pop filters applied, one directly at the microphone and one to actually, you know, sit in front of it. But the other one is not, you know, it's not connected. It's not, you know, in action. So normally I don't need it because my microphone is normally above my nose, not under it. Maybe I can get it working. K9 is now pushing up his midsection here. The midsection of Tank Courtyard. Let's see if we can actually get a better look at Raz pushing here. Both are still alive. And I'm still an amateur, it seems. Doing everything wrong I can do wrong. And K9 taking down Raz, while Ostentations taking down Dr. Sean, securing Sinister Pride, their first win on this map versus the 5 Horsemen. It seems that their statistical relevance is not yet delinquished. Didn't I say that nicely? Back to the scoreboard. Back to the drawing board, would say Heimerdinger. Yes, I played League of Legends for some time. This is 1 point for our home team. So far we're 2 against 5. And it looks like they can maybe get another round against the 5 Horsemen. I'm just trying to do something. I'm not quite sure what I'm actually doing here. My chaos streams. I'm gonna call these the Chaos Cast. I'm the Chaos. And you cannot stop the chaos. Maybe you can apply it like this. Oh, ow, ow. Let's get to the out of the fire. 30 seconds. Both teams don't waste a lot of time. I give them that. Woo! Yeah, now the arm is too short. Actually reach the freaking. Ah! Oh man, I'm so off the hook. What's wrong with me? I'm planning, always taking an hour before the cast to plan everything, look up stuff and all, be prepared like you cannot be prepared, and then I freak up everything while the cast. I'm getting this arm fixed to the standing thing here. While we change, well, freaking, let's get into the game, okay? And first, we're gonna try the game first. Let's cast it at first, then try to fix everything else, shall we? Looking back. Oh, what the hell did I just witness? Third round, and yeah, round reset was triggered. I guess I can send you in the pre-round while I fix this microphone. Good luck. 167 90 1898. And the smokes is fine, the teams are ready, and I am hopefully not as spacey as before. I did realize by listening to myself that I do not normally not do. Replies coming in that I'm a little bit too much at the base station of my base station. So I decided to be a little bit bass and compressed a bit around. Maybe this should work a bit better, and I do seem to notice that all the performance is generally working now better too. I don't know, it just does what it does. This game just does what it wants, and this is why working everything fine and dandy. So we have 3 people. I see that Kanan is is actually invisible from my minimap. So we have one person south, two people north. And so far as 5 horsemen have a pretty tight ring around their uplink. So it seems that the Sinister Pride are more pushy when it comes to defending, whilst the 5 horsemen tend to have a little, tight ring. A tight ring around the member, do they? Lion. Tomatoes. Sustained. And Austin Turtoise. We are very quiet. We want to sneak to the enemy. We're gonna see what positions we have and what angle they could actually take. So we have one person directly by the building at the uplink. Expectedly at least one person, in this case 2. In one room. 2 people looking at it was motel. Looking one inward center and one outward north. One person skeletal building, I suppose. Yeah, and the far back on the 2nd story. That is an actually pretty nice position. That's it. Something to learn every day. Enigma is a puzzle itself. And now let's look at the captain, at the trident, the weapon of Poseidon, sitting in the south fuselage building. I'm gonna call it that. Fuselage building. Well, maybe turbine building. Don't know. So far, Sinister Pride take their time. I mean, every round, almost any action goes down around 1 minute to 30 seconds. So Sinister Pride actually are not... Come closer, my children. Are actually taking a lot of it time. Just find where I am. That's correct, like this. Are actually taking every minute they got at their disposal. Kanan as his front man is now approaching. One person coming from the north could be a target to shoot at very soon. Who is that actually? Let's take a look. It is the flying potato. Hopefully as fly as he is good. Because then I would be a stump. That was not what I intended to say. Flying potato now pushing up the motel. He's scanning every one of the 5 major upstairs windows, but downstairs is actually a target to behold. Does he know that? That is the question we're all asking ourselves here. At least that's what I'm doing. Kanan now taking out Traden in his little... Oh, it's a trade actually. And their little building. Flying potatoes getting a little bit itchy and now looking over. They only have 1 minute. Do these people actually have a watch? And if so, why are they not using it? Enigma now taking out faster paint. As flying potatoes now pushing up the motel. He could be a target to behold or a target to take down. Rockstar is taking out flying potatoes. No confirmation kill getting in. 2 people already down. 3, 4. 4 people down from Sinister Pride. Leaving only 1 person over with an M4A5. Interesting weapon choice. A weapon only the best of snipers actually use. Because it has the highest damage point with 20 damage in the game. So every hit is a 1-hit kill. But The problem with you have 10 seconds, boy. You're not gonna make it. And he does not. Enigma taking out ostentatious and winning the round for 5 Horsemen. Well done, well done. Gameplay turning in. 1 point for our guests of honor. Well done by the 5 Horsemen. And I hope the quality now ensures. This is at least the least quality I want to show. And someone from the Sinister Pride seems to be out of game. Happened before, that's why we were in such a long pause. This is not epic. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually...
Hello, can you hear me? We are now talking over the radio in 1943. I am your host, the typical American speaker with the very weird accent, and we're gonna listen to this real closely as the match between 5000 and Sinister Pride goes down.
Well, this is what I imagine it sounded. I mean, I only know it from around from the LA Noir, and I guess this is also just a recreation. So did I ever hear original speech from 1940? I guess I saw a documentation once. Yeah, all World War II related stuff that I heard. So nothing for your family-friendly ears. We're gonna do something. As I wait for the next boy to come in and actually keep this game running, maybe we're changing people. I don't know. We're gonna send you in the pre-round, and we're gonna see if it's actually going. You have the possibility to actually watch a proficient and awesome cast happening at the moment at the Onward Master League 1 channel going down, which should be the match. Let me see real quick if you're up to it. Should be the match. So the SMC Tactical versus Legionnaires, the other way around, with Sleepy and Noman. So actually 2 good casters, in the contrary to my persona, which you can enjoy. And if you're enjoying the cast, Noman has Silent Purge versus Boss Fight on Onward Master League 1 tomorrow at 9 PM CST, which I don't know is an American time zone. The Divided versus Lords of War on Onward Master League 2 with me. And then following we have Onward Master League 1 Legionnaires versus the Pacifist, Nightfire and TFH. And this is the cast for tomorrow. So we have 3 casts tomorrow to enjoy. And if you're also enjoying, I hardly believe, but if you do so, hit us up at the Onward Discord, where you can actually join, engage in free matches with each other, with our team. And you can, maybe if you even want to prove that you're a better caster than me, which is believable, then you can focus at, recruit yourself to be a caster. Very badly formed. So we're gonna turn in for the next match. It seems the person came back, and we're also back. Let's jump to our 5 Horsemen.
I can't go south. I'm gonna push through center burning. I'll get stuck south.
Okay, you go center burning, and we'll go south.
Enigma has a nice voice, doesn't he? Sexy man. Box toys and trading, free firing a bit down the street, the same way the Sinister Pride did last round. Enigma now hard pushing. These people have less patience than Sinister Pride, which is best because Sinister Pride has too much patience. Some early fires coming in as Enigma now is pushing up here at the rock. South rock, a nice rock. I like this rock. It's a nice rock. At the same time, we have some pre-fire coming at the mid section, but so far Enigma is the most advanced position that Sinister Pride has taken. Dr. Sean taking down the flying potatoes. He's still alive though. No, he's not. Forget what I said. The nice rock is now getting climbed by Enigma, who is firing at his own mate, while Kanan takes down Traden. This is a very unfortunate outcome for the 5 Horsemen. Traden, this is getting a little scolding from me later. It's not gonna happen here. Kanan now at the dunes, having a forward operating base, but should be reported by Enigma. Still south is a hot battlefield, as 2 of the 5 horsemen are still on the verge of pushing up south, while Kanan is alone there. We're gonna see if it works out.
Box 3, Fester. As we go down, you gotta haul it back. Noah, keep your head down to sail.
What? This sounds like American. Is this a tactical code that I don't understand? Fox 3 Vester? Was that what I just understood?
Sorry, no, Fester.
Ah, Fester, actually. Fester Tom, the attained player. Fester taking down box toys. So the call out was meant for him. Maybe it did help him because I didn't quite understand what he said. There, Kanan still scanning the area. The 5 horsemen are only 2.5 horsemen so far. Null taking down Dr. Sean on the other end. And leaving only 1.5 horsemen over. The last horseman at South Wing. Raz taking down Fester, who pushed up from behind burning building. Gave away his position on the island. K9, does he see him? Yes, he sees him, but is not fast enough. I have to sneeze. Ah, I'm very sorry. Raz now pushing up over the center building. Very cute sneeze. I cutely sneeze. I have a friend of mine is actually a girl is sneezing like no, not like that. Itch, something like that. Like some girls have an unbelievable cute, but on the other way weird sneeze. I think like, dang, that could have been my very special educated dog sneezing there. My cute little papa. But on the other end, this papa is pretty stupid. Instantaneous taking out Raz, securing now the Sinister Pride win, 2-2 versus the 5 horsemen. Let's return to the scoreboard. That's what I want to say. And giving our home team 1 point. So far, it does have an advantage by the 5 horsemen. Yet the Sinister Pride does have picked this map, and although they did, this seemed to be a pretty too close fight for my taste. If I pick a map, I want to make sure that this map is actually dominated by me, but it seems that due to the lack of variation in both teams' map pick variants, well, on the 5 horsemen have only 1 match this season. Hard to say what they actually play, but Sinister Pride has only 3 or 4 maps in this pool of 7 possible maps. So it's a little bit close water, but now with the new patch we should await some especially long range action coming from Abandoned, of course. The new map being pretty nice, still pretty close quarters, having some long range action, but mostly close quarters being the Turbine map, and of course Snow Peak is coming back. So we have 3 new maps who coming into the roster, and personally I would probably ban Abandoned because I cannot stand this map. This is like the worst part of Onward put in one singular map, waiting. You can literally play this game without moving once. I mean, you can most maps without moving once, but in this map it's actually an advantage not to move at all. So no, so rushing is pretty not good on this map. So I can imagine that I don't like this map at all, because this map is pure waiting. But let's return to our friends at the gameplay station as we turn in for the next round at this little ensemble. The 5 horsemen are now taking their position. We should have a tight ring again compared to the Sinister Pride push of defense. But Sinister Pride has to get their time in order. They're taking the time. But this time they have a close spawn to the uplink. Should give us a little more action. A little camera rotation as Enigma takes down Ostentanius, who's pushing up the left side of me. I didn't quite see. And Nullus could be taken down pretty fast. Doesn't Dr. Sean gets taken down by Kanan. Nullus firing a bit on the skeletal center building. Traden and I think Box Toys have each other's backs there. Not gonna get there through. We're gonna get through there. And Nullus has to be careful as Dr. Sean yet again takes down another member of the Sinister Pride Party. Now having taken out 3 people, Raz taking out Flying Potatoes. Not only Nullus, who should take out his tablet to actually see what's going on. He's pre-firing, he's doing a pretty dangerous job if he keeps doing the same move over and over again. Traden's gonna eventually take him down. And the reload is coming out. I mean, it's an LMG. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna fire it, of course. But no, Nullus is the only one surviving. Just realized that. Poor lad. And the frag's coming out. Enigma taking out Nullus by a push from behind. Sinister Pride going down versus the 5 Horsemen in a fast-paced round. This is what I want to see. I mean, not losing Sinister Pride, but I want to see some action. Well done so far, they tried, but the position from 5 Horsemen was just too good. 3 people died and 1 person trying to push. So, this was pretty hard defense. Tight ring, yet well established. Let's turn it again. Scoreboard. Ooh, giving yet again our away team a point. So far, the 5 Horsemen, or should I call this the 5 Banditos? The 5 Banditos are very dangerous, feared by all, fearing none. I have this weird thing where especially when it comes to very special accents, but I tend to imitate them very unconsciously. I had the Scottish dude. He has this most Scottish accent you can think of, like talking all the time. The 3 players going down the beat, all in, you know what I mean. Speaking of that very Scottish, you know, it's very bad Scottish accent. But as soon as someone talks like this, and I like him, that is like the thing that I need to have. But he's not that I like him somewhat, or sympathetic, whatever. I tend to unnaturally imitate them. I did read this about this. This is actually something about an evolutionary social trait that most people have, and like to imitate them in order to get liked by them. So, and this is of course, this is why I have to find someone sympathetic first, that this is gonna happen. So we're learning something every day. How weird I am. I have to sneeze my nose. Blow my nose real quick. Sorry. Let's turn into gameplay. By the attacker. Box Toys is our man of choice now. Gameplay turning in.
You're supposed to go south.
No, yeah. No, you and Raz north, yeah.
Alright, now we're doing 3.
Now we have a strong push. Early fire is coming in. Flying Potatoes taking down Raz in the north. So the first of the 5 Horsemen is going down now. 4 Horsemen are ready to die. We had 1 at tow truck, 2 at center building, and I realized I'm just still scrolled in. I'm really unsure how the camera works to do, how to actually do this. Ostentatious taking down Traden in the fast south crossing. Sinister 5 Horsemen are actually stuck, it seems. Sinister Prize has established a well-structured defense early on. Anyone trying to cross, I'm gonna get shot. Question is, how are they gonna manage to push up this objective now? Sean gonna get down real quick. But he's not. The alien push moved to the north roof himself, giving Sean room to move, actually. But Sean is now getting under fire. Flying potatoes taken down Sean. Yet not confirmed the kill. And confirmed the kill. Now 2 horsemen remaining. 1 in the middle. 1 by the tow truck. Not. Where is he? Boxer is taking down flying potatoes as they actually crossed north. Another one is here of the 2 horsemen. Now it's 4 prides against 2 horsemen. Enigma now moving up at the south. Austin on the car. Enigma at the corner. Not sure if he saw Austin move. Austin moving up over the street. Enigma does not see him somehow. Seems to be in his dead zone. Now moving up. Boxer is taking down Fester. Null is taking down Austin? I'm confused. It seems to be a far shot. He saw movement and just took him down. Enigma confirming the kill by the teammate. Now it's 2 and 2. On a box tortoise with Enigma. The riddle is on. Box tortoise getting K9 is actually Nullus taking out Enigma. Now Nullus is at the approach. Box toys is moving, taking out Box toys, and K9 do a trade, but the last one of the horsemen falls, and now the win goes to Sinister Pride. A 3 against 3 on this quarantine map as this match slowly but steadily takes his drive. Ooh, this is getting some real drive. These teams are actually getting a grind on. I mean, I like a good grind if you know what I mean, but hell, this team takes its time to grind. Sinister Pride had seemingly some startup problems, took a lot of time in their movements, lost a lot. In the end, they mostly were on the rush. They realized around 30 seconds as the radio comes in, beep beep, that they actually had to move, but then it was too late, leading to an inevitable death. You know, I pronounce inevitable, correct? Just to freak up death and call it Neff. What is wrong with my tongue? Should I twist it with a tongue twister? Now we're gonna do some tongue twisting. Let's see, I just learned how to spell tongue twister. Actually, tongue. Let's see, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, what pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Actually, that just managed to do this good. Let's see, another one. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, no. Yes, he would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck what? I freaked up the last part. Oh man. Yeah, this is actually, I'm gonna do this a lot now after. You know what? This is gonna be my routine. I just have to write this down and pin this on my wall to do this every freaking time before I start a cast, because this is an awesome idea actually. Let's get into the flying potato real quick as we change up to our gameplay. This is good. This is good. Real stuff. Really good stuff. Let's get down the speed aiming. Both teams are now... We have east center approach uplink, I mean. And now we're gonna see. This is... Sometimes if I have a good thought, I just have to say that it's a good thought over and over again. Dr. Sean has a real quick approach. I have the feeling that now the technical stuff is working out. Fluent FPS, the bitrate is stable, nothing is cranking up, and Dr. Sean has his ears and eye. He's a little bit overrated, as overwhelmed as Flying Potatoes comes around from the right side. Dr. Sean wanted to take down Austin, but did not get the chance. Bad luck. I'm very sorry. Nice positions, but on the other hand, Enigma takes down Nullist from the north roof, as Austin is now pre-firing, and Sinister Pride failed to defend the uplink as the cap is coming in by Sinister Pride, giving Sinister Pride 5 points in the second map versus the 5 Horsemen. This defense just real lacked, you know, the crisscross defend. What I mean? You don't know what I mean because I don't know what I mean. Let's jump in. Well done by Sinister Pride. Chuku. Talk about real expectations, giving 2 points to the home team. Now we have a 6 against 7. This even the odds. Really good. Having yet again the third time in a row for my casting career at the third map decider. This is going good. This is going juicy. This is going downfall. And as Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, this is going round 1 as Sinister Pride versus 5 Horsemen in this exciting match now. On this cargo matchup, we have a real quick push now. Both teams are going in hard, going in strong. Enigma in the tunnel as Box Toys is pushing up the mid directly next to Fester Taint. Austin Tyrus is on the side. We have bullets flying, but no one's getting down so far. Trading giving up a little call out as the grenade does not take Fester down, but Raz does. Ostentatious takes down Boston Turtles. Now Ostentatious takes down Raz, but doesn't confirm it as Dr. Sean takes down Ostentatious. Now we have a 3-on-3. Still one more of the Horse members is revivable. Trade-in takedown. No one but the door. And Trade-in reviving his teammate. 4 against 3 now. As the Sinister Pride, it had a 2-man quick push there in the midsection. Did take down one person from the Horsemen. But yet again, the grenade is flying. Does not hit anything. We're gonna get a closer look at Raz, who's now in the look for our K9. Kanan. Sorry, not K9. Raz checking his tablet, pushing up at the lane where he's getting fired at, but taking down Kanan. Not confirmed yet.
Minus another.
Flying Potato is taking down Dr. Sean. Flying Potato is rushing. No, Nullist rushing to K9's support. Callouts are coming in as Nullist revives his teammate Raz, taking down Flying Potatoes. Now K9 and Kanan. Nullist getting taken down by Enigma. Now it's 1 against 4. 3. K9 is at the position. He has to make sure that no caps come in. Smoke is making it hard to see if someone is actually coming in. He's retreating now to the red container. Moving on the right side. Is alone. Enigma's throwing up. Nika placing another smoke. Sadly no Enigma's wall. K9 is coming up. Raz pushing the left side, slow but steadily. K9 is still rotating. Another smoke from Enigma is flying in. No, it's the same smoke from before as Enigma takes down K9, securing the first round for Horsemen. And giving way for a possible win. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put in my banter, it will make my better bitter, but a bit of better will make a better, so it was. So twas? That's not a word. Twas. Better Betty Buddha bought a bit of better butter. Scoreboard! Whooshala! Our away team is serving hot, cold, and fresh some apples. If you know what I mean. There's only one kind of apple that a horse serves, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to step on it. So, if Sinister Pride... Oh, sorry. I hit my microphone. If Sinister Pride is able to take this round, they have to actually win it. They just have to win it to get the horse round. But in order to make at least an even call, they have now to win at least 2... well, technically, if they win it, they have to make 4 points. So, I have to calculate, yeah, they could make at least the 12-8 if they get every point from now on. But, to make it even, let's say they get, okay, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, math is not my strong side. But, she sells seashells by the seashore. How can I cram in a clean cram can? I love this is fun. I scream, you scream, well, I'll scream for ice cream. I saw Susie sitting in a seashore shop. Susie works in a shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. This is fun. I should work on that. This is some awesome tongue twisting. Let's return to the game, however. As now the 5 Horsemen are on defensive line. Smoke by Enigma is flying out. This smokes often is an indicator for push. So we're gonna see Enigma is indeed pushing up at least to the house. The smoke's now coming in. Let's get closer to action. As Nullis is throwing another smoke. Fester Taint is pre-firing some corners by the barrels in the house, but not hitting anything. Mr. Tank getting at close as Enigma is prepared to take down Fester. But he does not hit him, but he does now. Enigma is taken out as Nullis takes on Boss Taste. Trading taking out Nullis. The Flying Potatoes taking out Enigma. As Flying Potatoes takes another round, takes down Raz. Dr. Sean taking on Ostentatious. Trading coming around, taking on Flying Potatoes. And Carson Coon taking on Dr. Sean, giving the 5 Horsemen another round. This was too quick for my eyes and my tongue. In this situation, you only have to kind of focus on one thing, and that is pronouncing the name correctly. Damn, another point. So far, so Gucci by the 5 Horsemen. It seems that they are only 2 points away from a win. If Sinister Pride wants to serve another cold beer, they should definitely do it now, because the apples are hot. I love me some apples. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? This is a good one. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy has no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Can you can a can as a can? No, wait, I did drop an Can you can a can as a can a can? I don't know, can you? I've got a date. As a 7:45, I'll see you at the gate, so don't be late. This is not tongue twister, sometimes it's pure rhymes. I mean, I've got a date at a 7:45, I'll see you at the gate, so don't be late is not really particularly tongue twisting, does it now? It just rhymes very good. Very well. It's an adverb, so we use well. You know in New York, you need New York, you know you need unique New York. Oh god damn it! I failed the last word. You know, you know, New York. Oh, this one got me hard. This one, number 12, got me real hard. I'm way too fun, way too much fun doing the tongue twisters. I'm just gonna do a stream cast where I do tongue twisters all the time, turning into the next round, which should be now the 3rd round. Get in the front, ball. Both teams are ready to strike. Now we're gonna watch Sinister Pride is flying some potatoes. Potato is flying potatoes. Ostentatious is at the very early. Yet again, Enigma takes his approach with the Smoky Doki Tunnel King. Dr. Sean in the range. It's just kind of, I feel like a deja vu. Didn't Ostentatious, Dr. Sean, and Enigma take the same approach last time they had this defense constellation? Who knows? By the way, I got informed that tomorrow's cast between V Divided and the Lords of War is gonna be actually fitted with a 4th round in Dr. Can taking out Kanon taking on Raz, Dr. Sean taking on Flying Potatoes. Potatoes, that is, behind the back, and now he's gotta get an Ostentatious. Oh, the scan. Literally a scan by Ostentatious taking on Dr. Sean. Now Dr. Sean is, I mean, Ostentatious is moving around a bit, rotating, but no enemies coming so far. The 5 Horsemen taking their time, only have 3 people left now. Getting an angle is important.
Yeah, you missed.
Yeah, he did, Enigma. Some people seem a little bit salty while playing.
Did that one miss?
That's smack talk in the games.
Still one in tunnel.
Now Enigma is known to be there. Ooh, box toys, and nice flip, by the way, by box toys. And having a trade now, trade and confirming Ostentatious, smoked by Enigma, and only Traden and Enigma are left. These both are very sexy men, ready to strike some. By the way, Traden is a fun. Was it Traden that was? was drinking with the last time. I think so. For like 1 or 2 weeks back, we just drank some tea, of course, only tea. Enigma taking out Nullist. Hale's quick approach. I didn't even realize he was there. Now Ken kick Cap. Could it be a Cap securing the 4th? And last point. Oh no. Enigma is going for the kill. And yeah, he's securing his ass before getting the Cap. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be Faster Pain coming around. Enigma hurting yet again. What? What is happening here? What happened to a miss? Drayden taking out Faster Pain and giving, instead of a Cap, giving a normal point to Horsemen. What the hell did I just witness? Well done. Wrong transition. Another waypoint for the Horsemen. Instead, we just give 1 point instead of 2. That would be a great idea. So far, Sinister Pride does not take at least 1 round. We can take a look at their cargo statistics. So far, it seems that Sinister Pride has a cargo 5 games, 3 of them won, and 52% win. So we see that they actually have some proficiency on this map. So what I was saying, The Divided versus Lords of War tomorrow on Onward Master League 2. I think it is. Yeah, we're gonna step up our game. And don't worry, I'm gonna do some tech check before we're gonna do this tomorrow. So tomorrow is gonna be fluid as water on soap. And Divided versus Lords of War is gonna be on OML 2 if you want to watch that at 9 PM CST, which is in 7 PM UTC for our British friends. And let's see what are the time zones actually. It's a Discord. You know, I just gonna press the. Is there a press to post button? I'll find out real quick. No, I have no possibility to repost it, so you're gonna find it in League Media. No worries, it's all with your personal time zones equipped. And it's gonna be a 4th round. It's gonna declared already. I got the info by the Divided lovely people, my favorite enemies. That is gonna be a 4th round on Turbine. This is actually the point I want to make in all my babbling. So you're gonna see, if you're interested in that, I advise you to switch in and see myself not get flanked as much by technical difficulties as you know, today. Let's switch in back to the gameplay. Maybe the last round. Now Sinister Pride on the attack.
No.
288, 41, 87. 288,
A
41,
nice little teamwork session. Where is the magazine flying? This time we have a quick approach, it seems. K9 going through the tunnel. We have some early scans. First Paint pre-firing some corners. But now Enigma is in the back with his barrels. You want the barrels or you get to Enigma. Nullus now pushing up through the midsection. Smoke is flying. They try to get in close as Nullus taking out Enigma behind his barrels. Dr. Sean taking out Nullus in retrospect with his grenades and the AK-12. Drayden taking down Faster Paint as Ostentatious takes down Drayden. Dr. Sean taking down Ostentatious. Now it's only 2 against 4 people. 1 revivable, but we now have an approach by Flying Potatoes, who takes down Dr. Sean as Dr. Sean takes down Flying Potatoes. Box Toys is... and a trade comes out, even though Box Toys fires back. Now, K9 is alone on his little angle, but Box Toys has his angle on him, which is gonna be difficult, but Box Toys does retreat upon firing, and no, K9 gets taken down by Grass, and the 5 Horsemen are winning the series, and they are winning the points, and my freaking heart, because these people are freaking good. Well done by the 5 Horsemen, should I say. And I'm gonna recite my intro for here again. When the lamp opened the 5th seal, I heard the 5th living creature say, "Come and see." I looked, and there before me was a pink horse. Its rider was holding a pair of sandals in his hands. Then I heard it one sounded like a voice among the 5 living creatures saying, "A quarter of challenge for day's wages and 3/4 of scrims. Do not damage the patch and the performance." These are the 5 riders come to sow what was planted. And it seems win was planted. Well done. I thank you all who endured this little match and casting profanity of myself. If you are enjoying this, then feel free to switch in tomorrow where we will not have any technical difficulties, because I will personally scrap my computer and throw it on the freaking scrapyard if it's gonna make any sort of problems for me. You got me, young man. You're gonna work tomorrow and you're gonna make sure that I do not look bad. And if you're enjoying this, make sure to hit us up on our Discord, on our Twitter, where you can follow the nice I have a Twitter too, at VRML Onward and I have to think at Onward _ VRML, I think, or was it VRML _ Onward? You're gonna find it if you search for terms in this way. And I thank you all for watching, thank you all for making this possible, and thank our sponsors too, VR Cover, who are providing you with the crisp equipment which you need to not smell like sweat when you're playing your VR, in the way that I provide you with rubs are tissue tissues, VR covers, t-shirts, all the good stuff, all the stuff that you want for your VR to smell like sweat. And on the other hand, we have for our little shooter friends who like to have a little position in their life, then you want to get a ProTube from ProTube VR, who are providing you with carbon fiber, with a bipod, with a one sling, with all the good stuff and magnetic cups that you want to have. So switch on over to our sponsors at VR Cover and ProTube VR. Thank you all for watching. This is Chatting Parrot with a lot of technical difficulties, who hates his computer sometimes. Thank you all for watching. This is Chatting Parrot and I am out. Crispy cross for you. Where's the button? Get me that